Advocate Ameya Talk is the founding partner of Kavish Law Offices and brings with him over 6 years of experience in corporate law and commercial disputes. He holds a Master of Law degree in International Disputes Resolution from Queen Mary University, London, and is a licensed attorney in India. Sir has successfully represented clients before the district courts, Bombay High Court, National Company Law Tribunal, and the National Company Law Appellate Tribunal in a wide range of commercial and contractual matters. He has also played a key role in legal due diligence and insolvency resolution processes for corporate entities. With his commitment to delivering high quality, ethical, and cost effective legal services, Advocate Ameya Talk continues to stand as an inspiration for aspiring legal professionals. We are truly privileged to have him with us today. We now invite Advocate Ameya Talk, partner at Kavish Law Offices, to share his thoughts on law and technology in practice.
Very good morning to everyone present here. Firstly, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to Dr. Vishwanath Khara sir, Dr. Rahul Bharat sir, Professor Agha, the entire faculty of MIT Law for inviting me for the inauguration of this center. So basically, what Professor Kulkarni also gave a little enlightenment on what AI is, how it functions, what is the need for AI in these times. When we saw the presentation on what is AI, who was the founding father of AI, Professor Alan Turing, I believe, I don't know if many of you have seen, there's this movie called The Imitation Game. It is on the life of Dr. Alan Turing and how he was working to break the Enigma, which was a communication system developed and used by Germans during World War II for communicating. Because during World War II, intercepting communications was a task, especially because of the use of Enigma. The Germans would end up using their U-boats, using their planes to bomb ships which were transporting men and food, and even railway lines, and surprise attacks all over UK. Even in that movie, if you do come across to watch that movie, one really critical aspect that you should observe is that machine worked because of the input. What was that input? That input was the word Heil Hitler. They understood that the first words that were used in any message started with the words Heil Hitler. So they worked on that, and because of that input, they were able to give the necessary inputs into the machine, and that's how they broke the Enigma. And they eventually were able to defend and win the war. Now, coming to AI. In the past few years, we've obviously seen how ChatGPT, then there's ChatGPT 4, then multiple operating systems like Microsoft, then even Android systems like Google have been integrating AI. We have AI chatbots. So if you do use Microsoft Office tools, you have an AI option. Plus, if you use Adobe, you have the option of using AI to input commands and give an extract of a document. One thing that I've observed from a legal perspective is if you don't know how to use artificial intelligence, it can be to a detriment also. One classic example was one very recently in Australia or New Zealand, I stand corrected. There was a lawyer who had given his pleadings in court in a criminal matter generated through artificial intelligence, through ChatGPT. Now, when the judge's clerks were handed over the written submissions with the case laws that were referred, they did a back-end review of the judgments, but they did not find any judgment of that name or citation. And that is where then the lawyer was pulled up, that what judgments are you using? Are they even in existence? Then he said it was generated by his junior when he was preparing the notes, and that is where those judgments came out from here. Now, interestingly, very lately, even our Supreme Court, when they started, when Honorable Justice D.Y. Chandrachud was on the bench, when he took up the mantle of live streaming constitutional bench hearings, there was one such hearing. I believe it was a demonetization judgment which was being heard, That is where he used AI to create transcripts of the proceedings so that any normal person, if he's not able to hear, he will be probably able to read it, and especially for those who are visually disabled for bail, so they can read the judgment, the proceedings as well. But one interesting aspect of AI is that, of course, it has made life very easy for us. We have tools like Harvey AI, which has just entered India. They've set up an office in Bangalore. It has been widely recognized by law firms for helping in case management, reviewing, proofreading documents. Obviously, they've been given those inputs from the standpoint of what a lawyer would do when he's managing his cases, he's tracking his cases, he's proofreading documents, he's proofreading pleadings. So, in a way, it has obviously reduced the time burden for a lot of lawyers like us. But one really, I wouldn't say from a, it's not a shocking drawback, but one thing is that it tends to make us as lawyers a bit lazy, because then our reliance on AI to get our tasks done. Because just very recently we did have a couple of interns from other colleges who were given assignments. So while I was moving around in office, I had the chance to look into the screens. They were inputting the assignment on ChatGPT. Now I asked them, why are you putting it in ChatGPT and why are you waiting for results? Why can't you use your own brains? Why can't you put your mind to the task? It will help you learn faster. Because reliance on AI tends to make you a little bit lazy, and it tends to even stagnate brain development. Your logical thinking, your skill sets, it tends to cause a bird, what do we say? It suppresses them. But overall, when AI is now integrated almost everywhere, one thing that we need to look at from a legal standpoint is how AI can also not only be a boon or a blessing but also a curse. One very recent example is in Delhi High Court. We've had a lot of cases of personalities who have gone to the High Court to protect their personality. So you have somebody like Aishwarya Rai Bachchan, Anil Kapoor, Jackie Shroff, where people have been using AI tools to mimic voices and use those voices as on the background for advertisements on social media platforms. So that is where AI does have the tendency of breaching your privacy. So that is where I believe the government needs to work. I believe it's going to be working. We have a Niti Aayog policy in 2018, I believe in 2022 also. Now we're just waiting for the Digital Personal Data Protection Act to be implemented from the bill stage. We're waiting for its implementation after the rules are finalized. But I do believe that in the DPDP Act as well as in the IT, Information Technology Act, we need to integrate these governing principles on how AI will function, what are the limits for AI, and who will be there responsible to keep a check on AI, on the companies who are pushing out artificial intelligence tools, data collection, data storage, data privacy, all of these aspects I feel do need to be looked into, and I believe they will come in the near future. But I do hope this center has come up with Professor Kulkarni, then Professor Chandra, Professor Dikshit, Professor Agha, the entire team. I believe we're going to go a long way when it comes to this topic, because it's a very interesting topic, and almost everybody is aware of how artificial intelligence is going to run our lives in the near future. So I extend my heartfelt congratulations to the center, and I do hope as a professional, even if I do get the opportunity, how I will also be able to contribute from my end, and I wish the center the best of luck. Thank you.